So, you want a Walkman 2011 but aren't quite ready to take that plunge. Lucky for you, I'm here to help, so let's just get into it. That's the end of the corniness, don't you worry. So, here it is. It's fairly average, like early 90s cassette player. It's really cheap. A lot of them out there. Very easy to get into. They're a bit flimsy, you'll notice. Don't you get used to that very quickly. I've been using this for a couple months. But like that's going to be the first thing you notice is that it feels very flimsy. Like it's going to just fall apart, but it's fine. I got mine off of Retrospect, so and they go through and refurbish all their stuff, so I'm sure this is in great condition. Even gave me these two little Puck cells that came with it, double A. I can go for that later. It plays audio, fairly good. It's cassette quality. It's not going to be perfect. It just comes with it. But the headset that comes with it, these are pretty average for the time. Just fairly generic. But you know what? These are not bad. They get kind of whatever rep. My dad, he constantly tells me that you get these and you just throw them straight out, but these aren't terrible. They get really loud, and they actually don't let a lot of the noise escape. They have zero sound canceling, though. So, if that's what you're looking for, don't bother. They just cancel no noise. But they don't let any of the sound escape, and they get very loud. So, these are not that bad. But let's get back to this. This is just like a standard, like, base model one. Came very cheap, doesn't have, auto stop or auto reverse or anything, so it's, full manual. The tape loads in, from the top upside down. So you open it with the little tab on the side. It's like a little area right here for your thumb. Pull it open, and you just load it in from the top. Upside down. Fast forward goes that way, and reverse goes that way. If you're new to cassettes and Walkmans like that, it's going to take a second to get used to. A lot of players are different. But again, it's just something you pick up pretty quick. You figure it out. Now, if you want one of these with like a radio or something like that, there was a similar model that was sold like around the same time called the Walkman like A13. And that could be optioned with a radio, the Walkman AF23. They don't go for that much more than this. So, if that's what you're into, you should get that. But again, this is going to be like your starter model. Plenty of these around. It's just fairly generic, no frills, just Walkman. It plays your tapes, it works. Here's your little volume knob. It gets really loud, at least on those headsets, but yeah, it gets pretty loud if that's something you're into. That AF23 I was talking about earlier, it could also be optioned with Mega Bass. Retrospect has one of those for sale for like $200, so like just about the same price as this, which is about what you're looking at. Like if you want like one of those from there, you can find these for like $30 on eBay. They're worth nothing, but over here it plays the normal tape and Type 4 metal and the Type 2, I believe that is. I'm pretty new to cassettes myself, so I don't really know, but you just flick it. It works. Makes those metal tapes sound a lot better. You can play it in this mode, it'll work, but it's best to do it like that. So yeah, that's about it. It's a fairly generic Walkman. It'll work. It'll be a really good starter for you. Again, I've owned this for a few months, and it works really good. It's nice to have, like, for school and, stuff like that. So, yeah, there you go. Hope you found this review useful. I tried to go everything useful that I could. But this is just like a, generic starter guide. Again, I'm a bit of a starter myself, so no, like, enthusiast talk. I'm not trying to scare you here. So, yeah, there you go. If I ever get more of these in the future, I'll probably do reviews on them too, if, I could be bothered, if this does well. But, yeah, there you go. See ya.